Dead bodies are showing up behind the cross-dressing club. First impressions. Decapitated and drained of blood. Is there a vampire loose in Boston? David Reynolds, a serial killer that Detective Carl Vinson arrested years ago, has escaped. Is he behind the murders? The second victim was Paul Sweetheart Sachatella, a mobster with ties to club owner Leo the Freezer Kowalski. Is Leo involved? Foul Blood is an intense thriller, a noir horror mashup that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
I've always wanted to write both novels and comic books. With Carl Vincent, I was watching an old Don Knotts movie called The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, and the thought came to mind, what if Don Knotts were a vampire hunter? In a flash, I committed this idea to paper and developed the character to look like myself. Other influences included the old Night Stalker TV series with Darren McGavin, and it's a TV series that also influenced The X-Files on Fox. I was also influenced by movies like Fright Night with Roddy McDowall and William Ragsdale.
Darren McGavin stars as Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
When I was around 10 years old, the gothic soap opera Dark Shadows was the first show to introduce me to the world of vampires. I was mesmerized by Jonathan Frid's Barnabas Collins. Dark Shadows is an American gothic soap opera that aired weekdays on the ABC television network from June 27, 1966 to April 2, 1971. The show depicted the lives, loves, trials, and tribulations of the wealthy Collins family of Collinsport, Maine, where a number of supernatural occurrences take place. This series became popular when vampire Barnabas Collins, played by Jonathan Frid, appeared 10 months into its run. It would also feature ghosts, werewolves, zombies, man-made monsters, witches, warlocks, time travel, and a parallel universe.
You are right. I am not one of you. But I shall show you what I am. It's a Leviathan, you'd do anything, even try to kill.
Let go of me! Let go of me! They'll get you for this, I swear!
No, they won't!
Now we come to the origin story. Foul Blood. This is the story of how Carl became a vampire hunter in the first place.
Dead bodies are showing up behind the cross-dressing club. First impressions. Decapitated and drained of blood. Is there a vampire loose in Boston? David Reynolds, a serial killer that Detective Carl Vinson arrested years ago, has escaped. Is he behind the murders? The second victim was Paul Sweetheart Sachatella, a mobster with ties to club owner Leo the Freezer Kowalski. Is Leo involved? Foul Blood is an intense thriller, a noir horror mashup that will leave you on the edge of your seat. In the tradition of Edgar Allan Poe, Dashiell Hammett, Stephen King, and Mickey Spillane comes an exciting tale of murder and revenge. Available on Amazon from author Kevin Given.
Then I wrote the origin story Foul Blood. I wanted a noir-style detective horror mashup with a gritty sense of realism, so I based several characters on real people. To create the club owner, Leo Kowalski, a former mafia hitman who is now retired and owns a cross-dressing club, I looked to a real mafia hitman. Richard, the Iceman, Kuklinski inspired Leo. Then I created David Reynolds, the serial killer in the novel, who is one of the suspects. I was inspired by the real killer Danny Rolling, who operated out of Florida and was known as the Gainesville Ripper. This may sound morbid to a lot of people, but using real people to create characters is nothing new. The first Scream movie was also inspired by Danny Rolling. Here is the opening scene to Foul Blood as reimagined by James Randall and Unicorn Productions.
As Dostoevsky once said, how can you live and have no story to tell? Sadly, this story is cut short. This story begins in Dallas.
Maybe I should do a breath check. Oh. Gotta have some gum in here somewhere. Mints, anything?
Christine? What are you looking for? Your birth control? Well, you sure move fast, don't you?
I see you use online humor in real life.
Well, I figure I might as well get it out of the way that I don't do that whole "you can't joke about that sort of thing" angle. You know, any woman I'm with, gotta have a sense of humor.
Ah, yes. Our first date, and you're already making demands.
Oh, well. Apologies, my lady. Especially since you actually look like your profile.
And you are certainly authentic.
No. So, where are we going? You know, I almost didn't send you the money for those tickets. I was afraid you might be, you know, some guy in his basement hiding behind that pretty face trying to scam me.
Well, this pretty face has no intention of scamming anyone. I got us tickets to the premiere presentation of the year.
Really? Concert. Great.
Actually, yes.
Well, wait, what's this?
The grand opening of La Traviata's tonight.
Opera.
Come on, you're gonna love it.
A night of planned music and revelry soon gives way to more sinister dealings.
Landon, I can't believe you.
What? How was I supposed to know that if you get up from your seat, they don't let you back inside?
Oh, give me a break, Landon. Everybody knows that. We're gonna miss the other half.
Good. I couldn't stand it anyway.
You didn't even give it a chance.
Look, let's just go to a movie.
No, I wanted to see that show.
Okay, screw this. I'm not going to take the blame because you didn't tell me it was an opera.
It was supposed to be a classy surprise. How are you even on a dating site? I can't believe the servers are even large enough to hold that ego.
Oh, all right. That's the last time I pay for anything for you.
Oh, you don't have to pay for anything. You're not the only man in Dallas, you know. Good night.
Christine will soon regret walking away.
Honestly, who does he think he is? The nerve of that guy. Like,
Getting the urge again.
I'm so over this.
What an exquisite neck. So fragile.
Death comes to Dallas.
And now, as a bonus, here's issue 1 of Carl Vincent, Vampire Hunter Foul Blood, as read by Kevin Gibbon.
On with the show, this is it.
Carl Vincent, Vampire Hunter, Foul Blood, issue number 1. Art is from Raphael Lennelhaus. Colors from Arthur Hesley. And letters from C.L. Trice. Jason Hell was created by Glaister Silverback Ormsby. I gotta tell you this story from the beginning, Jason. It all started at the Boston Opera House. I can't stand that show. You didn't give it a chance. Let's go to a movie. No, I want to see that show. Screw this. Honestly, your ego is so big. I don't need to listen to this. That's the last time I pay your way to anything. You think you're the only man in Boston. I'm getting the urge again. Just a couple more steps, darling. Constance wishes he had stayed with her date. Death comes to Boston. Constance was the first body found. Decapitation. Grisly. There's the coroner. Shane's on his way. Carl, you have to see this. Shane, what have you got? The body has been completely drained of blood. She didn't die here. The body was dumped. Even so, there should be more blood than this. No blood? What did a vampire do it? Very funny. Quit horsing around, Steve. There's something else. What? See the rope burns on her wrists and ankles? Yeah. There's no blood flow. That happened posthumously. After she died, who would tie up a corpse? Some kind of sick ritual? Her ID says she's Constant Hate from Shreveport, Louisiana. What a mess. Have any of you seen anything like this? No. Looks like the work of David Reynolds. The serial killer? Ain't he in jail? Gonna be executed in October. If this isn't Reynolds, think it's a copycat? Could be. All right, everybody. Start questioning witnesses. Lyle and I are going into first impressions. At first glance, this looks like Reynolds' work. But where's the head? Reynolds always left the heads where they would be the first thing found. Also, he didn't use rope, always duct tape, which he threw away to avoid fingerprints. It's really sad that Reynolds' dad was a cop. But that's how he was able to get away with everything for so long. What kind of a sick puppy would come into this place? I don't know. If you play your cards right, you might get lucky. Hardy har har, such a funny guy. Hard to believe a mafioso type would start a cross-dressing club. This wasn't always a cross-dressing club. It used to be a strip club till business fell off. Leo's trying to sell the place. None of these look like real women.
Do I have to hire extra security? Now it won't happen again. If I do, it's coming out of your pay. Hey, how you guys doing?
Just great, Leo. You?
Great. You're here to question the staff? Linda will get them for you.
I gotta question you too, Leo.
I hope you don't think I had anything to do with this, Carl.
Just a formality. Besides, if you did it, she'd have landed in a meat freezer in another town.
Who's the putz?
Leo Kowalski? Meet my new partner, Lyle Chauncey.
Partner? I thought you was babysitting.
I am a full-fledged detective with the Boston Police Department.
Down, boy. I ain't listening to any more of this. I'm out of here. What do you gentlemen have?
And nada, we're on duty. What's your name?
Linda Lane.
Your real name?
I was born Larry Danvers.
Took your name from the comics?
Yeah, since my name is the same as Superman's cousin, I used that and his girlfriend's name to get my stage name.
Did you see or hear anything unusual last night?
Nah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Who else was here?
I'll get him. Olivia, got a couple of guys out here that want to see you.
Hey, big spender. Want to spend a little dime on me? No. We're not here for that. You're staring. You like what you see? They look, nice, I guess. 5 years of hormone injections and a good plastic surgeon. I'm one of the most possible queens at first impressions. If you're not here to party, then what? I'm Detective Carl Vincent. This is my partner, Lyle Chauncey. Oh, you're cops. I thought this was an after-hours show. Were you here all night? No, I just stopped in to get some things. You definitely look more like a woman than the pictures on the wall. How come your picture's not on there? I just started. My pictures aren't back yet. Oh, here's my card. We'll be in touch. Bartender. I think she's really a woman. Yes, I'm a biological woman, Wendy Riesel. Can I help you? Oh, sorry, miss. Were you here all night? Yes, what's this about? Did you know Constance Hate? No, should I? Did you send out Betty Ford? Take my card, we'll be in touch. I'll go get her. Hello, boys. I'm Betty. Wendy said you wanted to talk to me. I'm Carl Vincent. This is, my partner. Wow. Is this about the murder of Constance Hate? Where were you last night at 11 p.m.? I was on stage. I'm gonna give you my card before we leave. If you think of anything out of the ordinary, call us. That's all I got for now. Hey, Lyle, you're kinda cute. Told you might get lucky. Ugh. Can you send out the next employees? Will do. Here come the waitresses. Either you're the most convincing trans woman here, or you're not trans. Hi, my name is Praise. I'm Roberta. We're not trans, we're biological women. Where were you? Excuse me, did you say Praise? Yes, my parents were Christian hippies. Oh, Jesus freaks. My full legal name is Praise Him More. That should be Captain Fiedler. Better take it. Hey, Captain. What? Oh, no. What is it, Carl? I gotta get home right away. Jason, I raced home to tell Barbara the news. It wasn't easy. I had a hard time telling her. And Becky said she wasn't ready to get married. Carl, what the hell is wrong with you? Nothing. I'm just trying to watch this show. You haven't looked at that TV since you've been home. There's something you're not telling me. No. Carl Edward Vincent, what is wrong with you? It's just that... What is it? David Reynolds has escaped. The serial killer? Telling Barbara was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I can only imagine, Carl. It's fancy, me talking to you from this side of the desk. I've never been arrested for anything before in my life. The story you're telling me is just wild, man. How many bodies did you find behind that cross-dressing club? Too many. Cross-dressers, mafia hitmen, and security. All within the same month. How you doing, Bill? Living the dream, detective. Living the dream. Look who's come to join us. From the tone in your voice, I'd guess it was that former partner you told me about. Who the hell are you? Hell is right. Jason Hell. Thanks for talking crap, Carl. Thanks for arresting me before discovering a body, Tremor. The joke's on you, Carl. We have discovered the body of Lyle Chauncey. This is impossible. To be continued.
That was a look at the origin story of Carl Vincent, Vampire Hunter. Foul Blood Issue 1 is complete and available on IndiePlanet and Selfie. Check the links below. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Coming up next are parts 2 and 3 of Vampires Everywhere, which will look at the graphic novel and novels for Dracula Rising and Last Rites, the return of Sebastian Vasilis. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, this is Andrew in for Kevin Gibbons saying live long and prosper, may the force be with you, and keep reaching for the stars.